Well, g'day guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to the next On Your Bench and a customer's job. And this one is a Pioneer amplifier with a couple of speakers. Now it's an A-229 amplifier. The fault is intermittent one channel. Now whether that's a dirty volume control, whether it's a dirty switch, a dirty balance, we don't know. So yeah, I'm going to get this set up. We'll get straight into it, and hopefully this is an easy one. Could be a dry joint on the board, but yeah, we'll put it all out on the bench here, get it going, and yeah, find out what's going on with it. It's a pretty nice amp. Pioneer stereo amp. Yeah, we'll take a closer look at it. Okay, well, we're just setting this up. Now, what have we got? Left hand speaker, right hand speaker, right hand. This will be on my right hand, so we'll put him here. Now, I haven't done a thing to this. I haven't taken the top off because I want to see what it's doing without disturbing anything in case it's a dry joint or something like that. Now, our other speaker, and we have a line out of radio from the unit up the top here. So we'll go into, what do we do? Tuner would be appropriate, wouldn't it? Seeing it's coming out of a tuner. Okay, no need for dim bulb because the owner has had this going. So I'll get that speaker out of the road a bit. And let's see what our Pioneer A-229 is doing. Okay, power is off, plug it in, and we're plugged in now. Okay, speakers, A speakers, don't need B speakers at the moment. Bass, treble, I'm not going to touch anything. Okay, oh, better turn the volume down and go to tuner. Okay. And we've got no light here, but I heard something start up. And I heard a relay click. We must be in B speakers. Okay, we still have no light, so that's something. There we go. And we have got a bit of a hum in this speaker, actually in both of them, and it doesn't matter where this is turned. Interesting. What do we got? Tape, loudness, direct and not direct, loudness. Yeah, okay. Tuner. And yeah, we might feed a tone into this, I think. I do want to hear a little bit more than what I've got there. I'll put the generator going and put a tone in. We'll go 400 Hertz. Okay, now we're feeding a signal into left and right channels. Turn this, you don't know whether this is on or off because we've got no lamp. We're going to have to fix that up. And nothing's clicked in yet. Okay, we're on tuner. our signal might be a bit low. Probably is. Okay, why have we got 4 kilohertz? 400 hertz. Okay, now back to level. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's a nice signal. A little bit scratchy there, but not too bad. Yeah, it's probably to select the switch, maybe. Loudness. Once again, the lamp doesn't work if there's a lamp in there. Could be this switch. That's a direct. Obviously to put it through an equalizer or something like that. Bit scratchy. Passes the bump test. Balance goes left to right and very smooth, no crackles. Treble, no worries. Bass, no worries. Both very tight though. Yeah, can't find anything other than this direct switch, which this could be the problem. Or this switch. Let's go to say our CD. Now I think that's where it was, and this guy is running Bluetooth through the CD input. So we'll try that, and both channels there. That's yeah, I'd say it could be this switch. Yeah, and we'll try the left channel. Ah, okay, there we go. There we are. There's the noise. Yeah, actually the left side is cutting out. Yeah. I would say there's our problem. For sure. Righto, you've probably heard enough of my music there. It's the only music we can play on YouTube that doesn't attract copyright. I hope they never put copyright on a 1 kilohertz or a 400 hertz tone. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that. It's probably coming up. Okay guys, well we sort of know what's going on. We're going to take the top off it and have a bit of a look at it. I gather you've seen you've seen the front. We've gone through it. We've got power, which lamp's not working. We've got loudness over here. The lamp's not working. Volume selector, balance, treble, bass, A and B speakers. Now we'll also put some contact cleaner in these fellas. I must be in B speakers actually. I didn't take much notice. Yes I am. Okay, so there you go guys. B up the top, which is unusual, and A down the bottom. You'd think they'd put A and then B, but anyway, let's take the screws out. And yeah, you love watching the screws come out. Okay, one screw out. Two screws out. Okay. I don't know what it is on YouTube about these screws, but a lot of people like watching them come out. I must admit, once I'm watching Mend It Mark, I wait for those screws to come out. It's the highlight of the program. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Very, very, very dusty. Very, very dirty. So, yeah, up here, yeah, you can actually see why this would be giving trouble. Now, this fella here is actually, the switch is down here. Okay, he runs along this line up here and pulls it backwards and forwards and changes this switch. So the switch, no problem, it's back here. But the others, yeah, are up in the front there. And, well, I wanted to do all the switches. This is a service, so as well as everything else. So the front will be coming off. There's an LED up here which should be lit up for the power switch, and probably one in the back down here which should light up for the loudness. We'll check those when we get the front panel off. Okay, so first of all, guys, compressor outside, get rid of the rubbish out of it and take the front off. Right, guys, now seeing we'll have a bit of a look inside this thing in a minute, but seeing we've got an audio output chip here, I'll probably replace the heat transfer paste, okay, because this one is pretty hard and you need maximum transfer between these chips and the heatsink. So I'll put some more paste in there. And the other thing I'm going to do is look for dry joints on this chip and this, well, this fella as well, just to make sure. So what I'll do now is slip the bottom off, because we can. Not very often you can do this, and not very often you got to loosen two screws and only take one out. This is a very well designed piece of gear. Well, yeah, okay, maybe it's not. It goes into these little indent corners, and yeah, okay. I thought, why is it when you think things are going to be really, really easy and they're just not? Okay, there we go. Now, we'll have a look underneath here, and I'll bring the camera in closer. We'll have a bit of a look over it. And it's been hot in this area, so check for dry joints in around the power supply. Check the caps. Just yes, it's not giving any of these problems, but once we do these amps, you know my motto: if you do it right the first time, it won't come back. Okay, so in around here where the bridge is, where these caps are, yeah, the caps look like they've had a bit of heat, but there's nothing drastic in there and everything's working. And, well, most of the capacitors don't look stressed at all from the heat or anything. There's some pretty well-known capacitors in there, so I don't think they will give any problems. Anyway, I'm going to bring the camera in, tip this over, and give you a look inside. Right here, there it is. Now up here, we've got our power switch, and there's our little LED board. Now, there could be a dry joint on him. We'll have a look at him and work out why it's not working. What have we got down here? Speaker switches. We can spray them, and well, there's our front control board. Now, what I'm going to do is there's a screw there and a screw over here, and I think there's only a couple of clips underneath, and we can, well, lay the front panel down for a bit of easier access. We do have the power switch, which is sort of, just a matter of cutting some things off there and releasing it. Main heatsink, our audio output, stereo amp, it's an STK. It's an STK 41815. Okay, 4181-5 by the look of it, or maybe V. It could be V, but yeah, that's him. 2 filter caps and a bit of power supply here. There's our bridge. Yeah, the associated components. There's our speaker delay relay, and he cuts in about 5 seconds after you turn the power on and initialises the speakers. If there's a speaker short or something, that won't initialise the speakers, so you don't blow your amp up. There's the switch in question that we're after. Nice and easy to get at. And your preamp section here, obviously for your phono, a little op amp in there. And, well, the rest of the goodies, there's your 2 inductors for your speakers, speaker output. But the rest of the goodies are up in behind our front panel here. Okay, so I'm going to take those screws out, and I'll have to move the camera for this. Oh, and I forgot to mention the power transformer. Now, this has multiple windings, so on the back, our voltage selection is 110, 120 to 127, 220 and 240. So, yeah, bit of everything. 2 switched outputs and an unswitched output. So if you want to plug your turntable in, either one of those is switched, or if you want the turntable on all the time, well, you go for that fella. So there we go. There's some of the details on it, and it's an A-229 amp. Tape 1, tape 2 in and out. Phono, tuner, CD. Yeah, there's not much to it really. That's it. Okay, I'm going to attempt to get this front panel just so we can work on it and get some spray into these switches along here, and yeah, then we'll look at the back one. Okay, well, I don't know whether, yeah, I don't think we've got to take the knobs off. Let's see here. And oh, I see. This switch with this cable has to be released. Okay. Now, can we get it any further? We can get it a little bit further. But up here, we'll cut our cable tight to give us a bit of room. Another one here. And one over here. Might as well cut all these off. Give us a bit of space. There we go. There's our LED. Now, the LED has got very corroded or tarnished leads on it. Could be the LED that's faulty. Anyway, we'll check him out. There. There we go. I'll get the camera in a better position. I'll swing him around. We go. Have a look. what's going on. Okay, can we get at anything? Sort of. I think the knobs will have to come off this one, and we'll probably need a tube spanner to take the nuts off these and this one, and then we can remove the board and have a bit of a look at it. It's not going to come off like it is. There's only a couple of clips holding this board in, but yeah, these ones, you can see the nuts in there, and this one. Let me get a spanner and we'll go from there. Okay, fellas off. What have we got? 12mm? Yep. Okay. That's done. Right. Now, we should be able to remove this board quite easily and get at our things, our components we want to clean. There they all are. Okay, we can get into here quite easily. We can get into these switches where you just spray some spray in the top. The volume pot, nice and easy. He is fairly tight to turn, so wouldn't be long until the grease got very hard with him. Okay, so that's that fella. And now this one, what holds him in? I don't know. I don't know what's holding him in. Probably don't need to take this fella out anyway. We can spray the switches here, so no real dramas. Okay, we'll set that up there. We've got to test our LED. We'll also spray our power switch, and we'll get a brush and just clean this up a little bit, spray him, and put him back together. And this is the mechanism for the switch at the back, for the mode switch. It it just pushes it backwards and forwards as you turn it. We'll also put a little bit of spray in there in case he's not too bad to turn, but we'll do that anyway. Now guys, we also noticed that the loudness LED wasn't working. Now that LED also has tarnished leads. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a fault with the LEDs, so we may have to replace them. Once again, we'll check him, and we can check him actually looking at the back. All our soldering looks perfect on our LEDs. There is no problems with dry joints or anything like that. There's no problems with dry joints here on the volume pot, but saying that, I'm still going to resolder. They're not dry, but they're looking a little bit that way. So to be on the safe side, we'll just resolder our volume pot. We don't need this getting a dry joint later down the track. This has got to last another 50 years. Okay. Now I'm going to get my power supply and dial up 2.2 volts, and put it across the LED, of course current limited, and to 20 milliamps, and we'll make sure all these work. Okay, 20 milliamps current limited, okay, and 2.2 volts. Let's see, are they going to do anything? I don't know which is the cathode at the moment, just looking at this, can't see it. That one, turn him on there he goes. Okay, so that LED is no problems. Let's check this one, and no, he's dead. Let me check this one, and he's dead as well. And as we know, we checked them, and neither, well, the only LED that was working was this one. And strangely enough, just looking at this, that's a lighter colour than those two. They're a dark red, which are the very old type LEDs. Now, I would say this one's been replaced, and those two originals. Now, let's try the power LED, and as I said, I don't know which is the cathode, and he works, but very, very dim. Okay, I'm going to replace those two and this one with some, well, I might do the whole lot actually, with some decent LEDs. Alright guys, I didn't record all that, but 3 new LEDs there and a new LED on the power switch. Okay, let's clean these out, put a bit of spray in them, and we're nearly ready to put it back together and make sure it all works okay. Okay, now this fella, he's a bit stiff. Ah, there he goes. I think it's only the grease at the front of it actually. Okay, that's good. That's real good. Now these fellas, all I can do with these is put some contact cleaner down in through the top and work them around a bit. Not that these were giving a lot of trouble, but this one was a little bit, was it that one? Yeah, it might have been this one. Yeah, just a little bit of scratchiness. I'll also go down in the side. Okay, that should all be okay. These fellas, well, they're supposed to be sealed, but you can get some contact cleaner into them. That's nice and free now. It's freed up. That's good. This one, boy, he's hard to turn. And that's your treble. And there he goes. Okay, and this one, same thing, very tight. There he goes. Just spray a little bit more on those fellas. And that's good now. It's freed them right up. Okay, that's it guys. Now I'm going to let these soak overnight. You know what time it is. It's 5:24. Well, you know what happens here at 5 o'clock. It's red, it's in a glass, it's not bubbly, and yeah, I think it's time. We'll just give the power switch a bit of a spray. A little bit tricky to get into it. Wasn't giving a problem, but freeze it up a little bit. And just before we go, this couple here, and once again, pretty hard to get into. But we'll just work them. This is the two speaker switches, A and B speakers. Once again, they wasn't giving a problem, but we'll do them anyway. Okay, we're all ready to put together. That's it for today. I'll be back in the morning. Turn my power supply off. That's probably a little bit quieter for you. And we'll continue putting this together, and then we'll test him, and that's one more job out of the road. Okay, now putting this together should be just a very simple matter of the reverse, how we took it out. And just get that fella out of the road. Don't want to move these cables around too much either when you're doing these. These fellas can break if you start going backwards and forwards quite a bit. Just a bit of a tip there. Okay, he's in, and he's in, and those are in. Okay, we'll put some nuts on, and on these. Then we can mount this fella and go up the other end of him and clean the switch up the back here. Okay, now this little switch in here, the troublesome one, as I said, you turn the knob and it pushes a little ribbon, a stainless steel ribbon that goes through the plastic casing, and pushes him backwards and forwards. A system used in the old days. And we should be able to get some stuff in there. I can see it moving. If bring you guys in a little bit closer, and you can see what I'm talking about with this thing. I don't tip my camera over. Okay, so yeah, you can see a ribbon of stainless steel in a plastic casing, and it goes backwards and forwards, and you can actually see the switch moving there. Well, I hope you can. But anyway, there's plenty of plenty of contact cleaner in there. I'll just move him around a bit. Okay, that certainly should do the job. Right, now the next thing is we fire this up and volume right down. Okay, and let's check our lights before we go too much further. Don't know whether our LEDs work. I'll get just down there. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got everything done up here. Everything's out of the road. I'll put a couple of cable ties back on these shortly. Yeah, everything's right. Okay. Now I am going to start this with a dim bulb because I have had it apart. I always do this. We put our dim bulb on and okay, so if you want to see the dim bulb, there it is. Okay, now we're looking at this one at the moment. We turn him on and well, it's not going to work unless I put some voltage on it, is it? 240. Okay, now you'll see a flash and it should dim off as the reservoir capacitors charge up in the power supply. There we go, and that looks pretty normal. And look, we have a light. Okay, here we have a light, we have a light, and we have a light. They're not terribly bright, but they are working. Okay, and this one, well, he's fairly bright and he is certainly working. So all the LEDs are going. Okay, let's turn him off. We'll hook up some speakers and see if we've fixed the problem, put it together. Okay, we've got our speakers hooked up, power on. Let's see if we've got a tone. And there we go. And what am I on? A CD and speakers A. There we go. And left, right. Okay. Solid. Volume's good. Balance is good. Bass is good. Everything's... I forgot I was on speakers. A speakers this time, was B last time. Okay, let's try the tuner selection and let's make sure he works. Left, right. And yeah, both working nicely. And what's this one? Tape monitor. Yeah, all good. Okay, tape 1. Let's try the input of tape 1. And play. I think this is it. Yep. All working nicely. Okay, next thing we want to check is our headphone socket. Now, for a start, we'll put some contact cleaner in him. I'll grab some headphones, we'll check him out, and then that bit's all done. Now, underneath, I showed you, so I took the bottom off. We're going to have a look for any dry joints or any sus connections, just as routine. They can cause problems down the track. Okay, I'll grab some cans and we'll have a listen. Got some AKG cans here. I'll have a listen and see what we got. And you guys won't hear this, of course. I can leave the speakers on and you can hear what I'm listening to, but I want to hear it through these. And perfect. That's what I'm listening to. Okay, and yeah, that is perfect, both sides. Yep, all good. Working 100%. Let's have a look underneath. Along here is your output chip. Now, all those have been resoldered. So, yeah, over the period of time, at some stage, they have been resoldered, or a very good factory job anyway. So, they all look pretty good. I'll just try and get maximum light in there for you. Up here, it's been hot, but everything looks okay. All our filter capacitors up here, the big fellas, they're all quite good. They're soldered well in. There's no problems with dry joints or anything like that. Nothing around sort of anywhere that's even sus looking. So yeah, I'm going to leave this board. It's in very good order. There is nothing there to go over. Yes, this area has been hot, but not hot enough for, well, any dry joints to appear there. All right, we'll put the top on this, or the bottom on this, and turn him over, put the top on, do a quick test, and hopefully everything's right. Power on. We shall turn him on and bring you guys back a bit. And going quite well. Really good. Really good. Okay, guys, there it is. Well, guys, there she is. Pioneer system, just a little amplifier and speakers. We know the speakers are okay. We've tested everything. Everything's right with this baby. That's good for another 50 years. And it's an A-229. Okay, if you want to know that, Pioneer stereo amp. And it's an integrated stereo amplifier. Okay, and that's when they used to make pretty good amps. These weren't too bad. The STK chip in it, the output chip, a little bit hard to get, but well, I have noticed that you can still get them, and I still have quite a few in stock here as well, of the STK series. So what have we got? Here we go, 4 LEDs. That's all we needed, plus a lot of switch cleaning and, yeah, a fair bit of time involved, but gee, worth it. It's a nice little setup. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done already, hit the bell, you know that. And if this helps you at all, if this helps you, well, repair one of these with dirty contacts or whatever, a super thanks would always be appreciated. Okay. Anyway, that's it. So on with the next job. Okay, we'll catch you soon. Bye for now.